Okay guys, so today I'm going to be talking about anxiety and my kind of struggle with it and my solutions and kind of what to expect and some symptoms that you might be experiencing and you don't know what it is. It might be anxiety, it might be other things. 16, 17, and I started feeling weird. Like I thought that I just started getting emotional more than often, and then like physically feeling sick also. Like my head was hurting, my stomach was hurting, my bones would ache. So I literally thought like there was something wrong with me. I thought I had a cold. So I called my mom, and I didn't live with her at the time. I lived with my ex-boyfriend. So I called my mom and I told her if she'd give me my insurance, I'd go to the doctor because I was not feeling well. So I went to the doctor, and he checked me out and everything, and he said there's nothing wrong with you. And I was like, what do you mean there's nothing wrong with me? I feel like shit, like you don't understand. And he said it's all mental, that I need to see a psychiatrist. And I just felt like completely crushed. Like I felt like nobody could help me, nobody understands me. I looked up a couple doctors or psychiatrists that were in my area, and I had my mom take me, and she took me to the psychiatrist, and I was just telling the psychiatrist like how I've been feeling. Like I just feel like shit. I feel like my body aches. I feel like I can't move. I feel like I don't want to go nowhere because like I feel like an elephant like sitting on my chest. Like I can't breathe. I feel claustrophobic. Like I feel all these crazy things. And she told me that I had depression and anxiety, that they usually go hand in hand, and blah. Antidepressants and Xanax, which is supposed to help with the anxiety and stuff. And she told my mom that I would have to stay with her because that the antidepressants could make you become suicidal. And I was just like freaked out. I was like, oh my god, these pills are gonna make me kill myself and all this crazy stuff. So I ended up staying with my mom, and she looked after me. And people, if they've never been through anxiety or depression, they're not really gonna understand what you're going through. They're gonna just think you're making up shit or you're faking shit for attention. And it's like, I wish I was sometimes. I wish I was making up stuff for attention, because it sucks dealing with this and your whole life, and it never goes away. It might subside for a while, but once your stress level gets really high, or once you're dealing with a lot of stuff, you know, it could come back like that. And it's all like how you deal with it also. Like avoid situations they know they're gonna be anxious over, and it's like that's the worst thing to do. The best thing to do is, or what I do, is to just face it head on. Like if you know you're gonna go to a store and you know you're gonna have all these people there and you're gonna feel anxious, like just do it, dude. Like I go and I might fucking be feeling like complete shit, fucking I can't breathe, I'm freaking out, but I'll still go. I'll deal with it, because that's, you know, another way of kind of helping yourself, getting used to a situation where you could feel anxious and stuff like that. Like my mom understood at first when she had a professional tell her, you know, she has this, like it's a mental disease, like it affects you your whole life, blah blah. She was like, oh okay, I understand. But after a while, people get really sick of it. Like they think it's just an attention thing, and they just don't want to deal with it because they're dealing with their own lives. And nowadays everybody's life is fast paced. You know, they go to work, they do this, they have shit to do. So when you're sitting there and you're feeling sad all day, or you can't go to certain places because you start freaking out, like they don't want to deal with it. They're just like, come on, get up, you gotta do shit, like you get a job, you know. We got into, when I was like, you know, having a deep depression and stuff, we've got into a few fights or arguments because she just couldn't understand. And tough because a lot of people will just, you know, brush it off. And it's like I kind of learned to cope with that also. Like, I know my family does not understand what I go through, so like, I'm comfortable with that now. It's like, if I do tell them, I feel like it's gonna make it worse, you know, it's gonna make my anxiety worse. Like, they're just gonna be like staring at me weird, or, you know, I get these weird thoughts. It's, you know, it's calmed down, and sometimes it's really bad. And it's like, I think last week it was really pretty bad, and like new symptoms and always occur, and also like it makes you have compulsive thoughts. Or for me, like, it's gotten so bad, like, I don't take medication for it. When they did give me that medication, I only took it for a certain amount of time, and I tossed it because I felt like I could overcome this on my own. Like, lately, or the last 3 or 4 months, I've had another new OCD thing that I can't stand Walmarts or HEBs or Targets and stuff like that. Is because of the floors. Like, the floors are like it's so bright in there, and then like you have these white shiny floors, and they're like glossy and shiny and white, and the lights reflect off of them. To me, it doesn't, I'm already getting all irritated, or kind of like to me, it feels like they're not really floors. It's like you could fall right through them. Like, you could just walk on them, and there's probably certain areas that you could just fall through them. So every time I go to Walmart or Targets or stuff like that, I literally have to hold on to stuff or sit down somewhere or something, because I feel like I'm going to fall straight through the floor. And then I start getting anxious, I start shaking, and I'm like, I fucking hate it here. Like, I just want to get out. Like, I'm pretty good at hiding it towards people, because I just feel like they're going to magnify it than what it really is, and then they're just going to make it worse. Like, that occurred last week. I hadn't got much sleep, and I went with my boyfriend to a Chinese restaurant, and I just told him, like, I didn't want to be here. There was a shitload of people because it was on a weekend, and I was freaking out, and I just felt bad because I know he wanted to like have a nice dinner with me, but I just couldn't. And I was just freaking out, and he kept telling me to calm down, and I was trying to calm down, and then like I guess I was just panicking too much or thinking too much, and like my throat literally closed shut. Like, it closed shut for about 5 seconds, and I could not breathe, I could not swallow, and I was just like, I could not move, and I was like freaking the fuck out. And I've never had that happen to me, like where I've been so anxious where my throat actually closed. Like, I've actually fainted from being so anxious, like in the past. Like, I've like tried to get out of the situation and run to the restroom, and then like lock myself in a stall, and I would literally faint inside the stall. That's one of my biggest fears whenever I have an anxiety attack, is I just do not want to faint. Face it head on, and I know it's going to be really, really tough, but I've actually, like, it's stressful when you face it head on. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've gone into HB and then got into the lines, and there's like a shitload of people, and I'm like freaking the fuck out. As soon as I come out of HEB or wherever I am, and I'm like, I put myself in that situation, I will get in the car and I'll just be like, ugh, and my boyfriend's like, you look like you just had a freaking weight lifted off your shoulders. I'm like, I did, dude. I just, like, it's so overwhelming. Like, you go into these situations and you put yourself in these situations knowing that you're gonna have a panic attack, and basically what you're doing is you're battling your own mind. It sounds weird, or that's how I look at it. I feel like you're just battling your own fucking mind, your own brain, your own thoughts. You're trying to control your own brain, and it's hard. And it's like, I've used other ways of coping. Like, I have smoked weed and stuff. That shit doesn't work. Drinking, tried coping by drinking. And it's like, that works, but like, do you really want to be an alcoholic for the rest of your life? And I've tried drinking teas and shit like that. Like, I'm trying to do that now. I've been drinking a lot of chamomile tea because it's supposed to like relax you and stuff like that. If y'all know any teas or any kind of natural supplements or anything I could take, let me know or message me about it. Like, I know some people be like, oh, I'm anxious too. Like, no. Like, not. I don't mean like you get somewhere and you're a little nervous, or you get somewhere and you feel a little, you know, anxious because you're meeting someone new, or, you know, shit like that. No, this is like severe. You feel like you're gonna die. You feel like you can't breathe. You feel like someone, feel helpless. You start shaking. You know, you feel like you're gonna collapse, like you're gonna fall. You feel like you're just gonna faint, you're gonna pass out. And it's just, it sucks because like you just feel like you're gonna die, literally. And it's with all of you that deal with this also, because it is really a tough thing to deal with. And it's like, if you have medication and stuff, you know, that's good for you. Me, I'm a little hardcore about it. Like, I don't want to take medication. Any questions or any solutions or anything like that, let me know and message me. I'm Cassie, and thanks for watching.